Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Joey Central, and we are back to the road to master. Now, as I've mentioned in some community posts I've mentioned on YouTube, I am going to be changing the output of this a little bit, and the reason why I want to do that is because I do not. I think that by making everything the way it is before, which is just having all my matches from one rank to the next rank, it's just gonna be too long, man. Now, if I was like a really good player and I was like winning all my matches, all my sets, I could probably do that. But unfortunately, I can't really do that because I have like a fair share of losses as well as wins, and that's the biggest problem that I've got going forward here. Is I basically am losing a lot of games, and in fact, I actually lose the first two sets with in Platinum 4. And it actually knocks me back down to Platinum 3. Fortunately, I'm able to get back to Plat 4 shortly after, and from there, it's kind of been like 4 steps forward and 3 steps back. So I'm not really making a whole lot of progress. That's the problem. So I'm not going to show all my matches, at least in the beginning. I'll just kind of give you like a summary rundown of kind of like how they all went. So that's kind of how it's gonna go, and then once things start going my way and they start going well, we start climbing, then I'll show like more matches. But like right now, it's kind of just like 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. Like I kind of just stop climbing that far up, which kind of sucks because you kind of have to get win streaks in order to climb platinum. So I'll go ahead and do that. So right now I'm just going to show kind of like how the first two first two sets went. Again, they did not go that well, and it kind of sucks, but I'll kind of like give you the brief rundown of kind of like how it all went, basically. So I'll probably change the structuring probably midway through in this video as well, because right now I'm not, as I'm like making this, I just started making this project right now, so I don't know kind of how the layout's gonna go. So I'm just kind of doing like an impromptu based off of like how I'm gonna go, but who knows, maybe as I'm making this this video, it'll kind of change, a light bulb will go off, and so on and so forth. So basically, don't expect the layout of this video series or this video to be what I'm saying right now. It's basically subject to change. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand. If I do everything I'm doing right now, video is gonna be like 3, 4, 5 hours long, and nobody wants to fucking watch like videos that long. So yeah. That's kind of why. I'll still show matches, but it's not going to be until like the very end, including the rank up. Okay, so I kind of thought of a system here. So basically, my idea is I'm just gonna like kind of like break this up into parts, and it's gonna be based off of the rate on how I climb through the ranking. And also, I'm only going to include like the final round of the set as well for most of these sets. The only exception I'll make is probably the rank up set. I will have show the whole set of that, but for the most part, I'm just for simplicity's sake and as well as for time, I'm just going to stick primarily with the final set. So right here, this is like the final set. I'm facing this Aki right now, and it was pretty easy. And then and that was what got us back in the Plat 4. I'll admit I was not having a good night this night. I don't know what it was, but I was just playing terrible. I thought I was playing well in the beginning because it seemed like my combos are coming through and everything's just going well, but I don't know. It just I feel like most of my losses primarily just came from just misinputs. But yeah, but the thing is, I feel like this problem is kind of ironing itself out. If you guys remember from my very first video for the Road to Master series, you did not see me landing combos like this, okay? I was definitely not as refined back then. So this is, as you can see, this is definitely like much better. So as you can see, I'm actually winning a good number of sets here. But the problem is that I run other sets like against this Ken, who basically just makes really good reads. And as you can see, I'm also dropping inputs as well. So it's a combination of them making the right reads and capitalizing on my mistakes. And yeah, and this has kind of been what's happening. Yeah, so I run into, surprisingly, in this this ranked session, I actually ran into a number of Chun-Lis, which is kind of surprising. So I pretty much ran a whole set against all of them. Only one I won and done was just this one that was just spamming fucking like buttons and just abusing her fucking normals. She's got really good normals, but again, I just cannot stand losing to players like that who just can't be bothered to learn a combo. So yeah, I run into this guy a few times. We had some good sessions back and forth, but you know, ultimately he ended up just like one and doneing me. I see him run into him a couple more times, and he just ones and dones. Like, here's the thing, right? If we had really good sets, so I don't know why you would run and done. I one and done Guiles because I've been inconsistent about that. Win or lose, if I face a Guile, I'll one and done. But if it's a really good matchup, and you're having a really good match with somebody, and it's like dead even, I don't know why you'd run and done. He did that 2 times in a row. My first time, I was able to overlook him, like fine, whatever. But he does it again after he scrubs out a win, and I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I end up blocking the guy, you know? So, that's what I do later on. But here, you see, I'm just getting fucked by Cammy's corner pressure. I just can't stand this character, really. Cammy's just ridiculously broken. You know? And then of course I face a Marisa who just, I don't know, absolutely quadred me. You can't make many mistakes against her, or else you just end up losing like that. This Aki wasn't too difficult to deal with. She made a lot of mistakes here, and I was able to capitalize. That was a good wake-up level 1 super, which was pretty good. So I should kind of expect that from her, because she doesn't really have any invincible reversals, but she loves driving impact so much. So fortunately, I'm always in a position to drive impact her back. And as you can see, I just landed a sick combo on her, and then I just finished her with my own drive impact. Now we have this like modern Blanca. We were able to win a whole set off of him, so that was pretty good. I kind of can't stand this character, not gonna lie. He's just so gimmicky. You know? He's just a gimmicky character. Now, I don't know why I burned myself out here. I guess I was just feeling confident that I could finish him off. Now, I got him into burnout, I think. No, actually, I just finished him with a throw. So, now this is another Aki. I don't know why, but I'm like struggling against Aki for some reason. I don't know what it is. A part of me believes it's because I just can't learn her frame data because of how Capcom made it so that you can't friggin' you have to buy the characters before you can lap them, which is stupid. And of course, Honda does what he does best, spams headbutts and butt slams. And this is my first modern Aki I've run into. And I kind of just one and done him because, again, he was just spamming buttons this whole time. And I just had so many moves that were not coming out. I don't know why I did that. And of course, people say Lily is low tier, but man, I don't know about that, dude. I lose like a whole set to this character. So, yeah. As you can see, it's just been a slow night overall. Here's the same guy, Blood Falcon again. Yeah, he's literally just abusing her cross up, and then he got lucky right there. If I would have gotten that Tencho kicks, I would have won that round. But basically, he abuses the fact that my move doesn't count and capitalizes on it, and he just scrubs out a win right here, and then he quits afterwards. And I run into him like one more time, and then I just end up blocking him afterwards because I just think he's a scumbag. DJ, man, what can I say about DJ, man? He's just a corny ass character. He really is. I mean, you want to talk about a gimmicky character? This is a gimmicky character right here. Oh man. So yeah, I lose like a whole set right to him right there, and look how low I am. Like all those matches I've had, and all that winning, and all it takes is some matches lost or sets lost to basically go right back down. So this is why it takes me so many fucking games to rank up. Fortunately, I win this set against this Jamie, who's, you know, not bad. He's got some pretty good combos. He knows what he's doing, though he kind of makes some mistakes in terms of knowing like when to drink. I'm basic. I love that. Okay, yeah. So we got this Ken, and I had a pretty close set with this Ken, but fortunately I came out on top. I almost choked though, because again, you know, my inputs. Now he dropped his inputs too. He dropped his combo, but you know, his combos, which I don't know how. Ken's combos are not as hard, so I don't know how he dropped that. So, man, I don't know. It's just that was supposed to be a spinning bird kick, and I'm not too happy about that. I just love that dude. You know what? Most Kens need training. So as I said, this is the last match I have against this Blood Falcon guy. Scrubs out a win, and I end up blocking his ass right afterwards. Because that's what I gotta do, take out the trash.
Ready?
Alright, so this is basically when things start going my way. Like, this is when I start picking up more wins. A little bit more wins. I mean, I still get my fair share of losses too. I will say though, just from looking at all the clips I've had overall, I would say if I had won more games than I have lost, I definitely would have ranked up faster. I will say that. So, you know, win streaks are kind of important in order to like maximize your the rate on how you ranked up. So like if you're not winning, if you're barely just winning more and you're losing, you're not going to rank up nearly as fast as if you're winning like most of your games. So, you know, I can't really say it's entirely my fault though, because like I have there's a lot of close games I have, you know, and we've seen it, and it's not like I'm just getting completely blown out of the water in my losses, you know. You know, it's not like we're getting double perfected or anything like that. It's like we're literally just losing to like very close matches, and that's kind of like where the losses come from. And I feel like a lot of the losses that I do have is mainly because of inputs dropping. You know, that's still a problem I'm having. I'm still having inputs dropping. It's kind of annoying. Don't like it, to be honest with you, but, you know, I feel like it's kind of just inevitable. When you play a character like this, you're gonna be dropping inputs. You just are. There's no way around it. So, one thing hasn't changed. Aki is still a fucking problem. I just can't beat this bitch, dude. I don't know why. The combos are insane. It's insane that I'm running into Aki players this good, man. It's like she's only been out for like a couple of days now. It's like she's been out for 3-4 days now, and not even a week. And this is, I think when I played these sessions, it was like she was only out for like 3 or 4 days, maybe 3 days, and you got guys already doing these crazy ass combos and shit. It's fucking insane, you know. So, you know, I gotta just play her more, figure out like what is safe, what is not safe, because she's got like a lot of moves that are like cancelable, and I just gotta figure out what they are. Because again, I feel like I'm just getting fucked by lack of frame data knowledge. And another thing I'm getting fucked by is top tiers. You know, I'm getting fucked up by. I faced this fucking DJ before. I hate this guy because, you know, DJ is such a cheesy character. He really is. Like, he's just very gimmicky. He's just so full of gimmicks, you know? Like, I don't know, every time I lose to a DJ, I don't really feel like I got outplayed. That's the problem I have. This guy, I should beat this guy, but this guy basically beats me by basically just grab spamming me. Like, he teleports right to me and and grab spams. He just spams grabs. So, yeah, I just quit after that. And Cammy's still a problem as well. Man, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Like, I feel like a lot of top tier players using top tier characters in Platinum 5 are just kicking my ass. Especially Cammy, of all characters. So, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I feel like I'm gonna be stuck in Plat 5 for a little bit, to be honest with you, because, like, these guys, I feel like most of these Plat 5 players are really Diamond players. That's the reality, which makes sense, yeah? Because Diamond is right after Plat 5. So we're basically close. We are very close to diamond here. I mean, we're very close, but we're so far. You know? I mean, we basically had so much trouble just getting out of Plat 4. So, Plat 5, I don't know, man. What am I going to be facing in Plat 5? The lowest rank I'll be facing in my Plat 5 matches is Platinum 4s, and there's they're still hard to beat, man. They're not easy. Plat 4s are not really that easy, so. Then of course got Plat 5s, and then when we're like halfway through Platinum 5, we're gonna start facing Diamond 1 players, and again, this is gonna be tough because you got a lot of Master Rank players. They just completed their trials or their placement matches, and they're most likely going to be placed in the Diamond 1. So I'm going to be facing, like, literally be facing Master Rank players who have like solid fundamentals, solid foundation, and you know, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be very tough. So I honestly don't know what to expect. Yeah, I might need like fucking like some sort of coaching service or something like that. Kind of like someone to be like on my ass and be like, yeah, this is what you need to work on, this is what you're gonna need to lab. I know I actually like do that shit myself, but like I need somebody to like hold me accountable and make sure like I'm actually like labbing this shit, make sure I'm labbing it correctly, see how I'm doing it, and tell me, nah, you're doing it wrong, you have to do it like this, you gotta do it like that. Like that's the shit I need, bro. That's like the shit I need, because there's just so much refinement that I need to make before I can advance into Diamond, because, you know, even though I made great improvements so far, I just don't think that I really have what it takes to get far in Diamond at the moment. And it's gonna be so tough to get through Diamond because, again, this is when I'm gonna start facing players who are so experienced, who have like years of experience in this game or in fighting games in general. And you know, it's like my 2.5, 3 months versus their how many years now? 2, 3, 5 years, maybe even more. And all the players you see talking about like, oh yeah, Master Rank is so easy to get. Mostly chronic online players, man. Terminally online people, and they're just, it's just so annoying having to hear this shit all the time. Them just saying, yeah, it's so easy to get, meanwhile I'm like basically tilting my ass off, sweating my ass off, just getting the fucking, getting out of Platinum. So, I don't know, it's just so annoying, dude. So, I don't know when the next Road to Master video will be dropping, to be honest. This might be like the last one for a while. I know I said that last time, but you know, I was feeling confident. Like I was fighting Plat 5 players in like Battle Hub, and I was like beating half of them. And when I lost, it was really close. You know, it's like, okay, I know how I lost. I know what I gotta do. So. And usually Battle Hub players are better than like ranked players. Like I've seen some Platinum 5, some Diamonds in casuals, and it's like I often ask myself how they even get to their rank. So that's what kind of made me like try to climb to Plat 5. And I mean, it wasn't easy, obviously, but I was feeling confident enough to do it, but now it's like, I mean, I struggled doing it, but now with with like getting through Plat 5, it's going to be a different story. I'm going to be fighting diamond players that are either players that actually got the diamond legitimately, or master rank players who are using another character, who already have the foundations and the fundamentals down. So, I don't know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be like very, very tough. So, as you can see, like, I'm kind of yo-yoing a bit. Like, I'm winning a good amount of games, but I'm also like losing some as well. And it's really annoying because a lot of the games I lose is because I drop my inputs, but like a lot of other games as well, the opponents are just making like better reads than me, and that's why they're able to win. So, yeah, in that case, that guy made a really good read on me. With Aki, he was able to do his level 3 super right as I was like getting ready to do my overhead and post stance. That's like a good read, and that's not like me losing because my inputs didn't come out. That's me losing because I got outplayed right there. So, you know, it's a tough matchup, man. I gotta like work on that. So you know, you got two different kinds of people. This guy, this dude right here, he like literally got Ken to Platinum 4 just by spamming Hadouken and Heavy Dragon Lash. Like, that just comes to show you how strong Ken is as a character. And the only reason why he's Platinum and not Diamond is because this guy drops combos. And that's why I beat this guy, because he dropped combos when he shouldn't have dropped combos. But like other than that, you know, he's not just Heavy Dragon Lash. It's gotta have a cheat move, to be honest with you. Like, it's plus and block, and it allows you to skip neutral as well. So one of the things I want to do before I get back in the rank is I want to practice reacting to the Heavy Dragon Lash, because I want to react to it, preferably with Drive Impact. If I could do that more consistently, that'd be a free punish. And I was actually doing it against this guy in the earlier rounds, like the ones I don't have, I'm not showing right now. I was actually checking those with Drive Impact. Problem is, it just comes out so fast, and it's like, you know, I have to make sure it is that move that's coming out, you know. Now this guy obviously isn't going to react to Drive Impact because he's just mashing buttons. Again, this is just a Ken player. If someone who picked Ken doesn't understand the game and is just, he's where he's at because nobody knows how to deal with it. You know, it's plus on block, and most players don't know like when it's their turn or understand, you know, just very basic frame data. So that's kind of what happened. Okay, so right now I think I picked a good night to get back in the ring. I just feel like overall I'm playing far better right now than I was the night before. So, like, I feel like I'm able to do more combos. I'm still dropping combos, obviously, but I'm able to drop less than I was the night before, and I'm just making better decisions and better reads overall. So I was pretty happy about that. Now I had a pretty close matchup against this jury, who's Platinum 5, as you can see. And I just barely scraped by this round. And again, I faced three, I think I faced 3 Chun-Lis overall this night too. I don't know why. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. This one was not bad. But, you know, because, you know, and I respect this one. Like, he's actually, like, he's like actually doing combos, landing combos, and, this seems to be more of a match of skill rather than like just mashing buttons and randoms. Unlike this Chun-Li here, who did nothing but just mash buttons the whole time. Like didn't do any combos, didn't do anything meaningful. Didn't just mash like buttons. That's it. That's all she did. Just mash buttons. There you go. I'm trying to capture her mashing a button. She's not plugged in, but yeah, she's just mashing buttons. That's all she's doing. Just mashing buttons and doesn't even do a combo. Try to capture her, but unfortunately I wasn't able to, so I just want him done here. I don't usually want him done Chun-Li mirror matches, but I just didn't have any respect for that guy, so I just want him done. Yeah, this JP, I don't know what his game plan was, to be honest with you. He caught me with the spears, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. I feel like I got delayed on my drive rush a little bit, but overall, I did a whole set against the JP, and I did pretty well against them. It's probably the first time I've ever done well against the JP, so I'm pretty happy about that. DJ, I don't know, I hate this character, dude. I really hate DJ. His damage output's ridiculous, and again, he's just a cheesy character overall. He really is. Like, seriously. They're always, like, you'll never find a DJ who doesn't spam drive rush. And then this Ken as well, like, I can't stand this player. I don't even know why I got matched up against him, but I did. And yeah, he was just making lucky reads, man. Like you could just tell he's just pressing buttons, and he just so happens to be pressing the right ones at the right time. And it happens, dude. Sometimes the better player doesn't always win. And of course I lose to this fucking Cammy as well. She's just such a cheap character, dude. I don't like this character because she just has so many attacks that are just plus. She has so many plus frames, ridiculous corner pressure, and overall, she's just ridiculous. I just don't like playing Cammy at all. You know, just a dumb character. So yeah, this is kind of like, this is another Chun-Li that I feel I outplayed, but he just got lucky because my combos dropped. And then he went and done me afterwards too, so because he knows what happened the last time I fought him, he remembers who I am, he knows who I am, so he just left before I took the rest of the 2 rounds off of him. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, at least he had more better combos than the other one, but still, you know. Kind of scummy just to like fucking leave, just to protect your points. Like if you're leaving because you hate a matchup, that's fine. But like that guy only left because he knows what would happen if he stayed in the lobby. Another Cammy, you know how this goes. They just do whatever they can to scrub out a win. That's it. They even do an easy mode combo. Like, literally, just spams the eye. I don't even know how I lose to this guy, to be honest with you. Okay, well, I can see how. Yep, random neutral jump, and then she just does that. I really don't feel like I got outplayed there. In fact, I feel like I outplayed him. Okay, so here's a candy I do outplay. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't tech that throw because I was in stance. Now, I was able to use footsies to get myself out of range from the DI. And now I have to face this DJ again, you know, the cornball who does nothing but spams throws and just cheap-ass attacks. Like, look at them, they're just mashing buttons. Okay, like, I fought and I mastered DJ. Like, I know what a good DJ player is. This is not it. Like, he's just mashing buttons, mashing throw. There's just absolutely nothing he's doing. He's not even playing, he's not even playing footsies. And now look at that. Why did I lose this? Because my fucking stance medium kick didn't come out. So, yeah. So I got this guy. We had a full set. New challenger, so he's probably doing his placement matches. So I'm not sure what rank he gets. I'm kind of curious. He's a good player, dude. He made some mistakes, but I mean he's got some pretty sick combos with Aki. Better than a lot of the other Akis I've faced. So this guy's pretty good. Again, he just makes some really critical mistakes, which ultimately cost him the set. But like, you know. He's making some good moves, like right there. So, you know. So unfortunately, I'm able to catch him with that, and then I end up just throwing him instead of trying to go for the meaty. Because I like to do that as a frame kill, the crouching medium punch. So once again, I'm dropping my stance medium kick, which is a common theme for me. And quite frankly, a common theme for pretty much all my ranked videos. But fortunately, I didn't drop it here, so I'm able to get a perfect KO. So this is the only time I've ever run a full set with a Honda, and that's because my my anti-air game has been on point. Like I practiced my anti-airs against him, his headbutt, and you know. All you have to do is know how to counter his headbutt and his butt slams, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Like, this guy wasn't even that good, but I ended up washing him. And all you have to do is just practice how to anti-air headbutts and butt slams, man. That's it. It's how you beat like 90% of Hondas online, because they'll just gimmick their way to master. That's how they do it. So, unfortunately, Aki has been a huge problem for me in ranked. I just can't deal with Aki for some reason, you know? She is just a really, I mean, unfortunately, I made the wrong reads. I made a mistake there. That's one thing I feel like I gotta do. I gotta stop doing fucking crouch medium. Crouch heavy kick so much. Like, maybe do it once in a while, but then, like, just not do it so often. Because it gets caught by driving path, and I've lost so many games because of driving path. Now, I end up losing to this scrub on Ken. He basically just scrubs me out. Yeah, he's just an annoying character overall. He really is. Most of the time when I lose to Ken in ranked, it's mainly because I just don't have my moves coming out. Like, I'm dropping my moves. I'm dropping my moves, and I hate when that happens. Now, the reason why I threw him instead of doing my cross-up is because a lot of times I noticed they would try to drive parry my cross-up, or they would parry out of anticipation. So I decided to kind of catch them slipping. So I had a full set with this Blanca on modern controls, and typically I don't really do well against this character, but I was just looking up for two things: Blanca Ball, the slide mix-up. Now I could have probably finished him right there, but I fucked up the intent, but I finished him right there. Now this Ryu, I didn't have much trouble against him. Now he just threw out DI so much, so I literally had to stick with cancelable normals. Like every move I did in neutral, I had to use cancelable normals. I wake up, level 1 super, and it kills him, so pretty happy about that. Now this Ryu literally denies me my rank up. I could have ranked up after this match if I would have beaten him, but he ends up freaking beating me. I run a whole set with him, and he beats me both sets. It's so annoying because, you know, like, it's just so annoying. I hate fighting Ryus like this guy. Like, he's just so turtley, so defensive, blocks everything, and, you know, just annoying. And of course, I probably lose because my stance medium kick doesn't come out. But it's just so annoying, dude. I could have had corner pressure, but instead, I lose this. So he does this bullshit attack, right? So after he jumps over me. Now he uses that as bait, and I eat that bait. And yeah, I have to win like a couple more sets now because I lost one set, so I have to win like 2 sets just to be able to get my fucking rank up. So, but we're close. We are close to rank up here. So we just have to get past this Jamie, who's not bad. He's pretty good. But unfortunately, he made a mistake from there. I catch him in level 3 super, and we are on our way of ranking up. So for this, I'm going to show the whole set. Now I do play one set after I rank up, but you know I want it. But yeah, it's against a platinum 4 Ken. Now you could just tell, you know, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just mashing buttons, doing what Ken does best. You know, it's annoying. It's annoying when you lose to players like this. He can't even complete his combos. Gets a perfect parry and puts me right back in the corner area. Yeah. So at this point I'm like, oh my god, do I really have to grind some more? But after this, I think, like after he puts himself in the corner, And I keep him in this corner, and things kind of start going my way. So he has no idea how to get himself out of the corner. Now, tries to DI me. I was ready for that. I fucked up. I fucked up my combo, but I still keep him in the corner. Again, I'm sticking with cancelable normals, so that way he tries to DI me. But I catch him with my own DI, which I'm happy about. Tries to jump, and I catch him with anti-air like two consecutive times. Tries to do a heavy dragon rash, and I catch him with the token. Again, he's trying to get out of the corner. I drop my combo. I drop my. I mean, I should have just done my level 3 super and just got a perfect KO. But it's whatever. And we have finally gotten Plat 5, but for some reason that kind of glitched out. So put me at Plat 3 and it said I ranked up at Plat 4, which made no sense. But as you can see in the top right corner, we are officially Plat 5s, and this is technically our very first match online in ranked as Plat 5. And as you can see, our very first Plat 5 match goes really well. Not right now. I mean, the first round it's a little rocky, you know. I should have continued his combo, but he didn't do that. Use Drive Rush to get myself out of the corner. Now, he could have gotten some sort of combo going right here, but he can't do that. So, he was kind enough to give me my drive gauge back. Now, he should have been able to block that, but that was not a combo. I predicted that he would do that. I fuck up my combo once again, but I catch him throwing a Hadouken with a Dragon Pat. Now, just watch as I absolutely decimate him in his second round.
Try and stop! You need training!
Chun-Li.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. As you can see, we are finally Platinum 5. We are only one rank away from hitting Diamond, so that's a pretty big milestone. However, I feel like before I can finally make that push into Diamond, there's definitely some refinement that needs to be made here in my gameplay. I've got to first figure out how to like not drop combos. That's one thing I gotta do. And then the second thing I have to do is I just have to learn how to play the neutral game better and just like get rid of some bad habits. For an example, I notice I just get myself into burnout way too much. I want to figure out what kind of combos, what kind of BNBs I can do more often that don't put me into burnout. Right now, the only moves I can think of that I can do that doesn't put me into burnout is crouching medium kick and a spinning bird kick, as well as 3 light jabs followed by light spinning bird kick. These are the only meterless combos or driveless or the ones combos that do not require or use any kind of drive gauge. I need more of that, because right now I'm putting myself into burnout a little too much, and I feel like that's going to come around and bite me in the ass. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy watching this video, do hit the like and subscribe button to see more content and gameplay like this. It's gonna be a little bit until I make my next episode. It's gonna be a big one, because again, it's gonna be a big milestone, hitting Diamond in this game as somebody who's never played fighting games before, it's gonna be a big milestone. And it's gonna be a hard one to accomplish. And the reason why it's gonna be so difficult is because, again, I just don't have the experience that these players have. Every diamond player you see in rank, these are players with fighting game experience, alright? I mean, yeah, we'll run into some diamond players where it's like, how does this guy even get diamond? Sure, but for the most part, we're going to be running into guys who have fighting game experience. It's going to be tough. You know, I got a lot. I'm going to obviously have my work cut out ahead of me. I'm going to have to be on top of my A game. I'm going to have to like not make mistakes. I'm going to have to stop dropping combos, and I'm going to have to really refine my gameplay if I have a chance to climb diamond rank, because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be tough, man. Like, you know, I'm already starting to feel the pressure right now as is, and we're still in platinum. So, yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys are like experienced with the game, or you guys know any like anybody who happens to have like master with Chun-Li, and she's like and they're like really high MR rank, and they have like coaching services or some shit like that. Let me know, because that might be something I might be pursuing in the not too distant future. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, liked the video, and I'll see you guys next time.